Hi there, my name is Olympia. I'm 26 years old and I'm a healthcare assistant for the care homes around the northeast. And the cake I'm baking is for my mother. It's a thank you cake. She is a senior healthcare assistant around the care home, and it's just to say thank you really for all the hard work she's been doing. And plus it's her birthday coming up. She loves a bit of cake. Thank you. Bye.
I just wanted to let you know that I've chosen you to do the boot camp.
Yay! Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Welcome to the baking boot camp.
Oh, thank you.
We're going to make, obviously you're making a birthday cake for your mum, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. It's like a thank you / birthday cake for her.
Oh, lovely. When you've all had it, she can take some into her care home as well, can't she?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Well, and you said your mum loves chocolate.
Oh, she's a sucker for chocolate, her.
Yeah, so we're going to make a really delicious chocolate brownie cake. It's really nice. I used to make this recipe all the time when I used to do my Harvey Nichols cakes and Fortnum & Mason, and it's really nice and fudgy. So your mum's going to love it, because then we're going to make it all chocolate on the outside, and then you're going to cover it in loads of her favourite chocolates. So that'll be really nice.
Yeah, I said to the chocolate, she goes, I'm going to look like size 20 by the end of this. I was like, oh, shut up, man. You'll be fine. It's your birthday.
Exactly.
So it's Baking Boot Camp week 4, and this week we've got a chocolate creation. Olympia is making an amazing birthday cake for her mum. In actual fact, it's Olympia's birthday the next day as well, so they're going to make a huge chocolate cake, and it's also a thank you cake for everyone at their care home. They both work as care assistants. It's going to be a delicious chocolate extravaganza.
In your KitchenAid bowl, can you put your sugar first and then your butter? Oh, brilliant. So it's a light muscovado. Okay, great. I've got, yeah. And that's what's going to give it a really nice fudgy flavour. So if you put your sugar in first, then the butter. We're going to put our mixer on slow to start with until the butter and sugar just kind of comes together in a lump. Then we'll turn it up to fast speed. You'll see that the mixture will go much more lighter and pale and creamy and fluffy. At this point, you can put your vanilla in as well. The KitchenAid mixer just makes all the difference, doesn't it?
You know, I've always wanted the KitchenAid mixer. I've heard so many good reviews.
Well, yeah, you can't beat a KitchenAid. It's just classic. It's such a great machine. Oh, you've got the same colour as me. Yeah, that's actually the colour of the year. It's called Kyoto Glow. Yeah, it's a brilliant colour, isn't it?
Oh, definitely.
I'm going to start mine off now. So we want to make it really, really pale and fluffy. Right, okay, now what we need to do next, Olympia, is
Add our eggs into the mixture. Just add them one at a time until it all gets combined. Brilliant. Once you've got all your eggs in, sort of mixed in together with your spatula, and then the next step is for us to put our chocolate in.
Yeah, so now what we're going to do is we'll put the mixer, I'll show you how to do it. We'll put the mixer on slow and pour the chocolate in with the mixer keeping going. So if you watch how I do it first.
So I've got my chocolate all melted here. Well, it is my favourite. I always use Guittard. And then just pour it in onto one side. But you can see it's gone really nice and chocolatey now.
And this is such a lovely recipe. It's so chocolatey and fudgy and velvety. So this recipe is really nice. It hasn't got a lot of flour in it. It's really fudgy because it's just got so many, like all the eggs, all the chocolate, all the brown sugar, and then just a little bit of flour. So it will give you a really lovely, like truffly texture. And we're going to keep the mixer just on slow speed until all of the flour like disappears in. So I'll just show you. Just until it just gets in the mixture. You don't want to do it too much, otherwise it can become tough. So you can see it's just mixed in. That's done now. So do you want to put yours in? So they're quite thin layers, but because it's a sort of quite a dense cake, it would just take ages to cook. So that's why we're doing three layers of it.
To make sure that it's nice and level. Right, so let's have a look at this. So I've got my 2 cakes all level. Our cakes are already in the tin. So now we're going to put both of them in the oven at 150 degrees, and we're going to set the timer
for 20 minutes.
Done.
Brilliant. So they're in the oven. So the next thing we need to do is make the mixture again. So I'm going to stop recording now, and then we can just chat about that.
Here are the cakes I've been doing. Yeah, I'm absolutely chuffed with them.
Mine came out about 15-20 minutes ago. So I'm just going to show you how I like to turn them out, because they are very fragile. Hopefully won't have to use a cake leveler and trim it.
I've all my P&E stuff in one box here next to me, so it's easy to pick up.
Yeah, there's so much stuff in there, isn't there?
I know. It's like Christmas.
I've just set up the next Zoom invite and I'm going to show Olympia how to colour her sugar paste a nice light grey colour because she wants her mum's cake to be silver and gold. So we then cover our cake board in light grey sugar paste and then let it set, and then tomorrow we can spray it because PME have sent us some lovely sprays. So I'm going to show her how to cover a board perfectly and get that nice and neat. It's going to be a light grey. Right, okay, so I'm going to show you how to make your sugar paste a really light grey colour. To make it light grey, we're going to open our packet of the black icing that PME sent us. This much, which is kind of like, I'd say like, not even a walnut size, but I can always add more if I want to. See some of that black going through, see it? Yeah. Yeah, so I do the sausage and twist about sort of 7 or 8 times. That black icing is kind of roughly evenly distributed through the white. That's a small bit I've needed, and that was a marbled bit, and that's given me that colour. Just keep doing that until it's all one grey colour, okay?
Yeah. Aha.
Perfect. We dusted the board with a bit of icing sugar and sprinkled some water on this so it would stick. We rolled out our grey sugar paste using guide sticks to cover the board to make sure it's nice and even. Then we cut out our caramel colour letters, and these are going to create our message when we assemble the cake. We just need to leave these to harden overnight. So that's my A there like that. It's not too thin. And then I just place it on there and we'll leave that to dry overnight as well. When you're finished your lunch or whatever, just drop me a message and we'll come back and we'll make our buttercream and do our crumb coat.
Of course.
Great, thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. I'm here with Olympia and now we're going to do our buttercream. We're going to make a lovely chocolate buttercream. First of all, we need to make a ganache. In my bowl, I've just got some chocolate chips, 300 grams, and I've got 150 grams of double cream, and also I've got 25 grams of butter, and I'm just using these semi-sweet Guitards chocolate chips, and we're just basically going to melt it all together so it becomes one creamy mixture, and then we can add it into our buttercream. I'm going to do mine in my microwave because I'm lazy.
Yeah, that's the chocolate I've got.
Oh yeah, yeah. So just break it in small pieces and put it in. I'm using this one, Guitards. I just do mine in the microwave like for 30 seconds each time until it's done. You can do it either way, it doesn't matter. We don't want it to get really hot. We just want it to all melt together and be one kind of mix. All ready now, it's one lovely mixture. This is just kind of like a quick way of doing the buttercream where we're doing it all in one. So I've got a clean tea towel, I'm just going to make it a little bit wet under the tap, so I'm just going to do that. I'm going to show Olympia how to make the buttercream. We're going to do a vanilla buttercream and then add some ganache to it. In my bowl, I've got the whole amount of icing sugar, so 1.3 kilos, and then I put my 650 grams of butter on top of it. So it is a lot, and we don't want it to explode all over the kitchen. So I've got a damp tea towel because it stops all of the icing sugar making a cloud in the kitchen. What I'm going to do is just turn it on to the lowest speed, but I'm going to just put my tea towel very tightly over the bowl like that, then turn it on. So that's going to stop it kind of puffing up, and I'm just going to let it mix in for 30 seconds or so, because once the butter and sugar has come together as a clump, then I can take the tea towel off and turn up the speed. So I'm just going to have a little peek. Still a little bit powdery. Sometimes I add boiling water to my buttercream, which makes it really light and fluffy, but because we're using the warm ganache, we're not going to do that. So I can hear it's now gone, it's struggling. So now it's all come together, look.
That was really good, actually.
When you hear it start to slow down, you know that it's kind of all come together in a clump. I'm just going to put my vanilla in, some vanilla bean paste here.
Which one do you use?
I use this one.
Yeah, I've got that in a vanilla extract.
Yeah, I mean, I absolutely love Nielsen Massey. I've been working...
I don't use anything else. I've tried once and it didn't taste the same.
Oh, that's good to know. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that because it's a great product. I know the family well. I've been working with them for over 10 years and I must say I'm very lucky because I got given one of these giant bottles. So yeah, I'm gonna put a nice sort of splodge in. For about this amount, I'll probably do like about a tablespoon. You can do it to taste really. With vanilla, it's kind of hard to overdo it. I'm just gonna turn it up on higher speed. And I'm just gonna keep it on the high speed for about a minute or two until it goes really white and pale and fluffy. Great.
See how soft mine is? Can you show me what yours is like? What we're going to do then, in a minute, we're going to start to add it into our buttercream.
So now we're going to add our chocolate ganache into our buttercream. I'm just going to first of all put about 1/3 of it into my machine. I'll probably put about half of it in actually. And now I'm just going to mix it on slow. And now I'm going to turn the speed up a little bit more, now it's kind of mixed in. But I'm just going to use the scraper to go around the edge because obviously when you're using stand mixer quite a lot of the time it doesn't quite get the edges of the mixture, does it? So I want to put more ganache in. I'm going to put about half of what's left again. So I'm just going to put the rest of it in. So that's perfect. It's a nice light milky chocolate colour. So you can just put all of your ganache into your mixer and just mix it on slow, and then as it gets all mixed in you can then turn it up on the higher speed just to get it completely mixed.
I used to get told if you don't make a mess, you're not doing it correct. So yeah, I made a whole lot of mess. Perfect.
What we're going to do is crumb coat the sponges.
So I'll just show you. Crumb coating the cake is essential for a flawless finish. Olympia and I put 3 chocolate layers together and we sandwich these with chocolate buttercream. This will make sure that it all holds together and is crumb free, so our second coating will be perfect. And go round the sides like this. And that basically fills in the gaps.
I need to fill it in a few places. You see there's some gaps. It's time to use the scraper, which we're just going to scrape all the way around the edge of the cake. Ready?
Yep.
That's it. So now you can see it looks much flatter. I'm just trying to get that extra lip off before I put it in the fridge. And I just sort of trim off the build up. I'm going to put it in the fridge and then I'm going to do my small one. Brilliant. So now just one last time, just a nice glide over it. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, you've got a good bit here. That's good. Yeah. Are you happy with that?
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
I think it looks really good. Thanks ever so much. Have you enjoyed it today?
I definitely absolutely loved it, Nick. I like doing these different things as well.
Yeah, oh good. No, I think you've done a great job. So good luck with your next one and I'll see you in the morning.
Thank you.
Thank you. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
It's day 2 of baking boot camp with Olympia, and now we're going to do the fun bit, the decorating. So I've got both of my crumb coated cakes ready, I've got my buttercream and all my tools, and now I'm going to zoom her and we're going to bring it to life.
Like your apron.
Ah, thank you. Nice little birthday present.
That's really nice. Hopefully you won't get it too chocolatey today.
Oh, I can't promise anything there.
So I'm going to put like quite a generous amount on the top because I'm going to spread it on the top but let it fall over the sides. And now all you need to do is the same way we did yesterday, backwards and forwards, spinning the cake round, get a nice flat top, using the palette knife to let it kind of come over, then start pushing it round the side like that. Hold my palette knife vertically, I'm just keeping it nice and flat. And now I'm going to use my side scraper now. There. So, but I don't need to be too fussy with this cake because I know that I'm going to be putting all of the drip and all the chocolate. So this is ready for the fridge. So what we're going to do, I'm going to watch you do your one now. So I'm just going to pop this in the fridge. And do you want to get your cake over?
I think it's looking pretty good. Are you quite happy with it?
Yeah, I'm not going to touch it anymore in case I end up ruining it.
Brilliant. Okay, then that's good. We'll make our board all silver and our letters all gold, and we'll get that ready while our cake's chilling.
Yeah, of course.
Great. Well done.
Thank you.
See you in a bit.
Bye.
Bye.
Olympia and I are back in the kitchen. Our cakes are in the fridge. Now we're putting the cake together. So we're going to make our board all silvery with some edible luster spray. And we've also got some letters because Olympia's going to put happy birthday mum, and we're going to make those gold. Right, okay Olympia, so this is as simple as this. So for the boards, PME have sent us these really good sprays. So all we do is literally, we're just going to spray our board silver. So literally like this, so I give it a good shake. And then just literally, we don't need to spray the middle so much because it's going to be covered with a 9-inch cake, but just go, so I just kind of go around from the edge like that. And it does kind of go everywhere a bit, but just kind of keep moving the board, and that's it. So it looks like a glitter ball now. Woo! Look at that. So this is exactly the same. So we've got our letters in a baking tray and we're just going to spray them gold. So we're going to get the gold spray this time. Gold edible luster. There it is from PME. Just lightly over until they look all golden. So this is the fun bit. I've got all of my stuff here and the first thing we're going to do is put the cake dowels into the bottom cake so that we can sit the top one on like that.
I just need a tiny bit to stick it. So now I need to lift the cake off the board and put it onto the ice board. So just shove it under. Now you see I've got the cake. Don't let your thumbs touch the side of it. So I'm holding it only underneath. So I just put my hands very close to the board, bring my hands out, and then just, that's easy, isn't it? I'll get you to do yours now. So you push it all the way down until you feel it hit the board at the bottom. So it's got to push all the way down. Perfect. Yeah. We're going to put the little cake on top.
I'm now showing Olympia how to stack the cake. So top tip, if you're stacking buttercream cake, make sure you get them out of the fridge just at the last minute so they're nice and hard so you won't do them any damage. Right, that's my back. Right, so the back is facing me. I'm going to put a little bit of icing paste on top of my big cake, just to kind of over the cake dowels really. So now I'm going to put my top tier on here. So I'm going to do exactly the same way. So putting my hand under, so just come over, just come very close, let the cake sit at the front, and now bring my fingers out. And it doesn't matter if you get a little mark here, this is the back, and you can shove a chocolate on it.
Brilliant. So just, yeah, pop it down. Brilliant.
So I'm just now with Olympia and I'm showing her how to fill any of the little gaps. So what I do is I just get my piping bag and I'm just going to pipe. I kind of put the hole a little bit underneath the cake above it.
And I just gently squeeze just to kind of fill the gap. So I'm just using a gentle pressure just to squeeze out as much as I need. With the palette knife, I'm just going to very lightly glide it across to smooth it. I'm not pressing it hard and I'm being careful not to make a mark. So I'm just going to go like this.
See? So that makes the gap disappear and makes it look a bit neater.
Are you managing with that all right, Olympia?
Yeah, I am.
Great. So now we need to stick our lettering on. So I'm just going to find my front. I'm writing thank you on mine because it's going to the hospital. So what I'm going to do is just have a look at the front and just see where I want to space it. Once you've decided where you're going to put them all, now I can stick them. So you've got quite a long message on yours, haven't you?
I was going to say, putting it in going all the way round.
Have you ever done any sort of like dripping on any cakes before? The great thing about having it in the bottle is that we can control where we put the drips. It just looks a bit more finer. So I would say to you, when you start using your drip, I think you should just have a bit of a practice on the back of your cake first, just to get the feel of it. So you can like cover the whole top and drip it down, but I'm not going to cover the whole top. I'm just going to go around the edges to start with. So to drip it, you basically start from the top. I've got my bottle like completely vertical and I just kind of squeeze it, give it a shake before you do it. What I've done, I've just squeezed it out on my surface first. I think it has a little bit of oil on the top. So you can just do it freehand like this, where you just sort of pipe and then you hold it against the cake but not quite touching and just squeezing it gently, and then you can kind of go along. You can do a thicker bit if you want to like that, and then you can kind of control.
What I'm going to do is I'm just going to pipe some swirls around like the top of my cake to have a go on the surface first, get the feel of it. So if you look at my surface here, you need to make sure that your piping bag is completely vertical, and then you can just squeeze, stop squeezing and lift off. I'm going to do some nice blobs.
Then I'm going to stick in some chocolates. Do you see what I mean? I think I'll put the shard on now. So to do a shard, you need to make sure that it stands up. I'm going to use a little bit of chocolate behind it to support it. I'm just going to get a sharp knife and I'm going to cut down here. So I'll show you how I'm going to do it.
So see here what I'm going to do to make my shard, and I'm going to just go a bit of a diagonal. So I'm going to start at the very corner and then just kind of Go like that.
And I'm just going to cut a few pieces, so now I can go this way like that. So I've got all these little pieces like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, lovely.
I'm going to use a crunchy bar.
And I'm going to break it into about 3 pieces.
I've got the front facing me. So I'm just going to put a bit of buttercream on, just a little blob, and then
I'm just going to put a bit of crunchy on here. Yeah, this is going to be our support for our shard, like that. This is like chocolate Lego. Then,
Jenga.
yeah, exactly.
So then what I'm going to do is just put a little bit of buttercream there. So then I can use that as a kind of support.
Call that.
Yeah, because then it looks good and it's not going to fall over when you sort of like move it around. It might look quite nice to do like even, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick another one here.
And press it into the cake a bit. What I might do is just put another shard like here. You just get your buttercream, put a little bit on, place it wherever you want. So let's put it here like that. And then I can even put, just to sort of, I think it always looks nice if you do things in groups of 3. So I've got my main one, a bit there, and then I might just put another one just here.
Looks nice, doesn't it?
Oh, definitely.
Let's just go crazy and chuck all the chocolate on.
Oh, definitely.
Now it's time for the fun bit. Olympia and I are going to use all of our chocolates to create our decoration over the cake. And you can do this however you like, there are no rules.
Yeah, all done.
You finished?
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. Oh, wow. That's brilliant. Wow, it looks so good. Are you pleased with it?
Yeah. I'm happy pleased with how it came out.
It looks really, really good. I enjoyed making that one.
Okay.
That is absolutely brilliant, Olympia. I think you've done a brilliant job.
Ah, thank you.
But thank you so much as well.
Pardon?
Thank you so much as well.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. No, I'm really. It was really nice to work with you. You've done a really good job. And obviously, great thanks to PME and KitchenAid for sending you all the stuff.
Oh, exactly. I love my KitchenAid mixer, me. I'm absolutely in love with it. I'm thinking of what to bake next, and I can use all the PME stuff I have left as well.
Exactly. So hopefully you'll be baking every week.
Oh, definitely. I ordered your book when I got my tablet. I ordered your Bionicle bacon as well. Your book.
Oh, thank you.
That's all right.
Oh, brilliant.
Right.
Okay. Well, if you make any cakes from it, send me some pictures.
I will.
That's really great, Olympia. Thanks so much. And we'll just keep in touch over the next few days. And I hope your mum enjoys the cake.
Ah, thank you.
Thanks a lot. Well done.
Ah, thank you so much.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Down forward a bit. Now open your eyes.
Way.
What do you think of it?
That's lovely, thank you.
That's all right.